Hi there, welcome to Yes Yoga Stories, and I'm Trupti, and I've been doing a course in design thinking. And after having done 2 days of design thinking, today something struck me, and I thought that sometimes the most simple things in life make you very creative. For example, if you are devoid of toys, if you've not really had too many toys, and you just have the nature as your playground, you become more creative. When I look at my own self and the children in India, I see how creative they are. I played with a lot of things, and I made a lot of things with nature, what I found in the nature. And something that I was thinking of is when I went to Ladakh. That was 2006, and I was traveling around the monasteries, and I saw these little boys, and they were playing with a self-made car, and I was like really amazed with how they just did it out of hangers and sticks, things that they found, tire pieces and everything. They just cut and made into a functional car, which was amazing. I mean, they could have really got a design award for their creativity, for their product. So I sometimes think that when children have too many toys, they lose this capability, the simplicity of life. And so I was thinking about my own younger son, who is very much a handy person. He likes doing things with his hands, and actually he should be kept busy, because otherwise he gets too much into digital media, and he doesn't have his mobile as of now. But if he can get hold of an iPad or whatever, he would be doing this all the time. But actually, he's such a creative guy, and it's quite sad that these days he has too many toys here at home, that I feel he's losing all this thing that he had. And I wish he would play more in the nature. Because I remember when he was around 4.5, we went to Croatia, and at that time I was telling him that the impact of aeroplanes, that we should not be using too many aeroplanes, because it's not really so good for the environment. I mean, it makes life easier, and obviously I like to travel, so I will be flying, and he too. But if there was another option, and then he came up with the idea. He took like a big leaf and another leaf, and he built a sort of a helicopter and an aeroplane. He built the aeroplane with a feather and some sticks and a shell that he found at the beach in Croatia. So that's the way he built an aeroplane and this helicopter. But the helicopter was quite good actually, and very functional. So when he threw it from the top, it actually went like this and landed up in a pretty decent line down. So I asked him, how did he get this idea from? So he told me he got the idea from a dragonfly, because the dragonfly moves like this. So he thought, what if I make the leaf like that, just like the wings of a dragonfly, if it would work? And of course, because the helicopter also has these sort of wings. So that's it. So and then because of the simple ideas, I just thought that my grandmother, for example, was extremely innovative with so many things. Although she did not have the privilege of getting secondary school education and further, because she was born in a small little village in Karnataka, and her mother passed away. So my great-grandmother passed away when she was 9. So she did not have all this luck and privilege, and still she had so many ideas which probably I would never have got in my life. And if I compare my mother and myself, my mother is like, she did not finish her graduation, and I have finished I did my BSc in statistics, and then I went on to do my master's in economics, and I was one of the lucky few in Germany to get a full stipend for my PhD thesis in advanced microeconomics from the DFG, which is the Deutsche Forschungsgemeinschaft, which is like the German research center or institute. And I didn't finish the PhD because of reasons like food was more important to me than sitting and studying for hours on end and doing research, at least at that time in life. Also, it was too mathematical. But coming back to this topic, I remember that when my son was around 3 or something, I wanted to check all the clothes, what was fitting him and what wasn't fitting him. Now, you should realize that in Germany we have 4 seasons. So every season you have to look if the clothes really fit, and then you have to get adequate clothes for winter, for summer, so it all changes. So I wanted my son to wear all the clothes so that I would know if they fit him or if I should take it out and give it away to someone. And he was not at all happy that he had to try on so many clothes. So he just tried one pair and that was sufficient for him. And he just wanted to be left with his, with his playing stuff and doing other things. And my mother called me in that minute from India. So she said, "Oh, what's making you so upset?" So we had the Skype call at that time. So she asked me why I looked so upset, and I told her it's because my son is not ready to wear clothes, and I have to see which fit him and which do not. And she came up with this really simple idea. She said, "Well, he has worn one set of clothes, and you know that it fits him well. So why don't you just take the other clothes and measure?" Compare it with this size, and if it's bigger, obviously you can keep it, and if it's smaller, then obviously it doesn't fit him. And I thought, oh God, how stupid of me. I mean, I did not even come up with this idea. And that's what struck me, that sometimes even the simplest people come up with most brilliant ideas and can become very good design thinkers. And that came to me today in my head is because we're working on the project, and I just thought that sometimes Germany, where everything is so much technological and this and that, sometimes people, instead of doing things the easy way around, so I would remember my grandmother telling me, you don't have to do this when you can just do this. If you have to shut your nose or something, So that's it. You don't have to go roundabout when you have an easier solution. And as they say in India, simple living and high thinking. Although it's changing a lot in a city like Bombay. But I wish that we would learn a lot more from the nature, from our yogic seers, what we call as rishis, etc., etc. So stay happy, stay healthy, and just note that I wanted to share with everyone and inspire everyone, saying that education alone doesn't play a role. There's more like empathy and emotional intelligence, etc., not just the IQ. So stay happy, and if you like the videos, then you may like them and share them and subscribe to my channel. Yes, Yoga Stories. See you soon. Bye-bye.